Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Having locked the door of the main office at Forrester Creations, Carter and Hope celebrate their palm by turning up the heat. Soon, they're making love on the settee, as have so numerous couples before them. Meanwhile, a easily shaken Brook catches Katie up on what went down with Ridge. He indicted me of taking sides, she sighs, adding that they both love their children, but there are limits. Katie is blown down to hear that Ridge called Hope a slut, let alone that he demanded Brook protest her son off the property. Katie finds it delicate to believe that the property isn't big enough for both of them, but Brook elaborates that when she refused to bobble Hope from the cabin, he took off for corridor unknown, although honestly, she should know exactly where he went. Heaven knows we knew where he'd go, right? This property is enormous, points out Katie. There's got to be at least an acre between the house and the cabin, between Hope and Ridge. That's not enough space for him? Katie can see why Ridge would be upset with Hope and Carter, but does it like that Brooks come contributory damage in this battle for control of the company? Katie's inversely worried to hear Ridge walked out in the middle of his fight with Brook. He's going to come back, Katie predicts. He's going to come to his senses and apologize for what he did. For her part, Brook's not so sure. Exhausted by everything that's happened, Brook defenses herself to go to bed. At the sand house, Taylor and Steffy rally around Ridge, who admits he shouldn't have said some of the effects he said. The words just kept coming out of my mouth, he recalls. I could have handled myself more. I don't like losing control like that. Dispensable to say, Steffy didn't have a problem with what her pater had said to Hope. I'm glad you didn't hold back, she admits. Hope had it coming. She put us in this situation. What she did was far worse than the words that came out of your mouth. She orchestrated the whole thing. No way, forget that. Brook defending Hope? I mean, you got out in the nick of time. Steffy and Taylor agree that Ridge is exactly where he needs to be. Having digitized the print of Elektra, Remy uploads it into N-Dispatch and fires it off to Katie. As she's preparing to leave Brook's place, having promised to lock up, Katie's phone buzzes. She checks her dispatch and is appreciatively shocked to see the altered print of Elektra. Oh my God! She gasps. Having told Will some of her backstory, Elektra admits she's upset about her future at Forrester. Breaking out his killer smile, Will suggests she not worry about anything, be it her job or Remy's appearance in Los Angeles. Focus on all the good in your life, right then, right now. Nothing and nothing is going to take that down from you. Easily ignorant of the tropical shoe about to drop, Elektra smiles and kisses her beau. As the occasion concludes, Carter and Hope spoon on the settee, having just had what he calls the perfect end to a stressful day. He adds that Ridge and Steffy would freak out right now if they saw us. Hope doesn't care. This is your settee now, she says, and your office. She is, still, upset about her mama and how this whole mess will impact Brook's relationship. At that veritably moment, Ridge is being cheered on by Steffy and Taylor. Not about to admit that Hope and Carter might have had a valid point or two, Steffy says what they did was sick, a pathetic attempt to impale you in the reverse and seize power. Taylor adds that Brook should be shamed and affrighted on your behalf rather of supporting Hope's achievement. Ridge feels blindsided, especially since Brook was the bone who told him what Carter and Hope were over to. Eventually, Taylor says she's glad Ridge came to them. This house is a safe place for you, she says, moving closer. This house is a safe place for you, where no bone will let you down. She adds that a life with Brook always seems to affect in Ridge being in pain. It doesn't have to be like that. Steffy and I are then for you. We support you. We love you. We'll always love you. Thanking her, Ridge pulls Taylor into his arms as Steffy stands back, watching her parents clinch. At Forrester Creations is really affecting Ridge Forrester and Brook Logan's relationship. Ridge is veritably angry and has been saying hurtful effects, especially towards Hope Logan, which is making Brook veritably worried. their supposed fortune seems likely to fall piecemeal again. Ridge and Brook have participated a deep love for each other throughout most of their adult lives. Their relationship has seen numerous rapprochements, separations, marriages, and divorces. Yet, despite the ups and campo, they always feel to find their way back to one another. Still, this time feels different. Ridge's enmity towards Hope might just be the breaking point. While Ridge can overlook his passions for Brook and his misprision for his own children, Brook isn't the same. She cannot be with a man who insults her son and shifts condemn onto her. She's a devoted mama who prioritizes her child above all differently, and Ridge is now a distant second. It won't be long before she starts packing his things and shows him the door, ending their chapter for good. Ridge has a character for not staying single for long. While numerous might assume he'll transition from Brook to Taylor Hayes, we provision an unanticipated turn in his romantic trip. Still, Ridge's coming love interest could be commodity entirely different, instigative and stimulating. Imagine someone like Poppy Nozawa. Picture this: Ridge, nursing his heartache over losing both his company and his relationship, if our hunch is correct. There, he suddenly encounters Poppy, and their discussion flows painlessly. One drink turns into another, leading to sportful badinage, and before they know it, they're heading to a bedroom. An interesting question continues to loiter among suckers regarding Luna Nozawa. The series left us without a definitive answer about Luna's father, egging us to consider who her natural pater might actually be. Tom Starr forcefully believed he was Luna's natural father, yet there was no DNA test to confirm this claim. The only person excluded from the maternity equation was Bill Spencer, leaving the door open for new developments in this riddle. Following Luna's preface, numerous suckers suspected that she could be the result of a secret love between Poppy Nozawa and Jack Finnegan. The show fueled these propositions by revealing a backstory where Poppy lived with Jack, Lee Finnegan, and John Finn Finnegan during the time Luna was likely conceived. There were indeed reservations that Finn could have sired Luna, but that was no way followed up on either. Given that both Jack and Poppy have a history of engaging in affairs, it's relatively presumptive to believe they might have had one with each other. This notion earnings traction, especially considering Jack's apparent affection for Poppy, despite the ongoing issues Lee has had with her over the times. On that note, Romy Park lately revealed on Bold Live that suckers will soon uncover further about Lee's history conflicts with Poppy. There's a shocking secret that could indeed catch Poppy off guard. What if Lee reveals that she always suspected Jack of cheating with her family? Lee was authentically taken suddenly when the original DNA test suggested that Bill was Luna's natural father. Lee appeared to breathe a shriek of relief upon discovering that Jack was Aunt Luna's father after all. Still, the verity ultimately came to light: Luna had tampered with the maternity test. This disclosure could reignite Lee's reservations about Jack being Luna's pater. Might this prompt another DNA test, one that confirms Luna as Jack's natural son? If that were the case, it could fully alter Luna's situation and give her with a fresh strategy. There's indeed a chance Luna could manipulate Jack's feelings to convert him to help her in avoiding consequences. Jack is the ideal choice for this task, especially since Sheila Sharp appertained to him as one of the stylish felonious defense attorneys in Los Angeles.